Good morning, afternoon, or evening. I'm Mateo360. We're continuing SETI.
Mega Breath's troops just flew by here. Be careful, Bob.
This level is actually a whole lot easier than the last one. Just equip the blaster and go crazy. There are a few new things that do show up in this level. We'll talk about them when we get to them. You'll notice that this splits off into 3 directions. Each one ends with a tear and a key card.
Warning, incoming tears. Evacuate area immediately.
And this area is exclusively populated by turrets, 1 binomes, and 1 ABC floating around.
Bob, mainframe needs you to succeed. Don't disappoint us.
With the blaster, it gets really easy to get through this level just because it only takes 3 shots to take down a turret. Unfortunately, your weapon's energy goes down really fast with it. And for some odd reason, every turret alternates between giving me health and giving me weapons energy.
Does our intrepid hero Bob have the right stuff? Tune in next level and see for yourself.
You'll notice that white vid window. I'll talk about that in a little bit. To get back, you could just actually jump over the highway instead of going through all those twists and turns. Which is good because there's a full health pickup in between the last 2, which I can use at the moment.
Warning, incoming tears. Evacuate area immediately.
Luckily we're not far away from the crossroads. And anytime you actually die in this level, you'll start at the crossroads, rather than where the last tear was. As you can see, I ran out of weapons energy, so I had to switch back to the pistol automatically. But easily fixed. You'll notice that turrets are really their favorite enemy in this game.
Enemy destroyed.
Why does mainframe even have this highway system? All the cars float.
Stay tuned for everyone's favorite cartoon character, Bob! On today's show, he'll battle the viral menace threatening mainframe.
And even with the characters that walk, I don't think such twists and stuff are necessary. Then, of course, we have to come back to each of these areas to get the key cards after we're done. But it's good to go through each section and clear out all the enemies, because that means afterwards the only thing you have to worry about is that ABC tank that keeps trying to shoot you.
Warning, incoming tears. Evacuate area immediately.
Another 1 binome. There's 3 1 binomes in total, 1 for each pathway. The first one was just so close to the beginning he popped out while we were at the crossroads. You can see how little damage those mines do individually, but it does add up, and it's really bad if you're low on health. Up here, we have to actually jump over the area we just went through. Wait, I was wrong. There are 4 1 binomes. I forgot about that one. Backing up to try to get the health pickup.
Shortcuts lead to dead ends. Always pay attention to the road signs.
Yeah, about that, I have not seen a single road sign in this level. I've seen Frisket on billboards, and Megabyte plastered on a building, but no road signs. Now, to get this key card, you have to do a little bit of tricky platforming. Unfortunately, any curved edge you slowly slip on. So it's fighting to stay on and make the jump. There you go. And now, to take the shortcut. We just cut out about half the level right there. Or at least half of this track of the level. The only thing that makes this level long is the fact that you have to consistently backtrack, because even if we collected the keycards as we go, we'd still have to backtrack at least once. We'll see why in a bit. Alright, now I can discuss this white vid window. It's just basically a teleporter. Go in, pop out. We're above where we were. Now to get this key card... Oh, I can discuss another thing we have.
Glitch! Grapple!
If you fall off a level, you don't die right away as long as you have weapons energy. Bob will use his grapple, which... Yeah, that's odd, it takes weapon energy rather than glitch energy. And if you want to get this key card, you could do that several times. Or just jump the gap, like I do. Of course, being careful not to fall off. And unfortunately, that grapple dropped me down on the highway rather than on the platform above like it did last time, so had to go back through. But as you can also see, I am out of weapons energy now. You'll get about a good 2 uses out of the grapple before you just fall to your death. Now, the last key card is back where the second tear was. To get it, we have to do more moving platform hopping like the last level. But it's not as bad because these platforms don't rotate that much. Unlike the ones that kept just turning and turning. There we go. Now, the vid window is up there, which is why if you collect all the keycards while you're sealing the tears, you'd still have to backtrack to this area anyway. It's just better to wait at the end when you don't have things shooting at you, and when you have plenty of time to work with the platforms. Up here, you just really have to deal with the ABC tank and mines most of the time. Noticing I'm out of weapons energy again, and bringing up the pistol, because up here are more turrets! Except at this point I just said, forget it, and zoomed right past them. And it seems running into them enough times will blow up the turrets! So yeah, not a very long level, pretty easy. Next time, our first boss! Yippee!